Pre-recorded from nowhere near Hollywood, this is Casting with my folks. And joining me, of course, are my parents, Joe and Debbie Guastella, and my brother, Adam Larson. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Good evening, Chris.
Good to talk to you.
Always, always. So this past week was TikTok night. Now, how familiar were you guys with the phenomenon of TikTok before this episode?
Well, I know what it is, but I don't have it. I've never seen it.
I have never seen it, nor will I ever in my life.
Some of the songs I was familiar with.
Yeah, there were some definite like throwback tunes. I mean, Facebook and Instagram have both begun to do this where it's basically just an endless stream of short videos that are tailored to your interests. And you can sit there and scroll through them literally all day, and people do. And it's been linked to all sorts of horrible effects, especially on children, among whom it's most popular. And as you can tell from some of the people on the show who have made a living out of doing it, the content is pretty stupid.
Pretty much.
Yeah. That one Mormon woman who was dancing in her hospital room right after she had her baby to some Shake Your Booty song or something.
I know.
Yeah.
It's really kind of ridiculous. And honestly, if you saw some of these TikTok videos that the Mormon wives are what made them famous, you would probably be mortified, but they're very popular.
You know what? If I might editorialize for just 30 seconds, I won't be over long. I would say that to me, it seems that TikTok taps into every man's desire, every woman's desire to get their 15 minutes of fame, and you get to see yourself. And if people actually watch you and say that they have viewed you, maybe they don't like you, but even if they viewed you, you become, I guess, a star. Perhaps it works for a lot of people who have low self-esteem. I don't know. But that's all I'm going to say is that it taps into our basest instincts for let's see ourselves on the screen and become stars.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I mean, people are, especially today, people are obsessed with the idea of becoming famous. And for a select few, making these idiotic 2-minute videos online is a way to literally become famous, which is wild.
Yeah.
So we'll start off with one of those people. The first dancer of the night was one of the Mormon wives, Jen Affleck. She's one of the two Mormon wives on the show.
Right.
She danced to She's a Bad Mama Jamma, which I like that song.
I like the song.
Yeah, the Michael Jackson song.
It's a guy named Carl Carlton, but yeah, she got a 7 and 2 6s. She was all right.
Yeah, she was good. She's a TikTok star.
Solid opening dance, nothing really to write home about. But then we got Lauren from the girl group. She was the girl group performer.
Yeah.
And we'll obviously talk more about her later, but all 6s and not a very strong response from the judges.
Unfair. Entirely unfair.
We thought she was good. Did you think she was good at?
Yes.
We liked Lauren, and we thought she really got a raw deal with it.
I think she's from the group Fifth Harmony.
Yes.
How do you like that?
I was pretty shocked that she got such a lukewarm reception. I was not expecting that.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Next, there was Danielle and Pasha. Danielle was the girl from Boy Meets World, and they got straight 7s. They did pretty well. They did a foxtrot.
Yeah, foxtrot is the dance that should absolutely be banned from public viewing. It is
Why do you say that?
It's the most boring looking dance on the face of the earth. I guess there are rules to follow. However, you have to hold your body and glide, and whatever you have to do is all well and good to get a good score. But for viewing pleasure, it's ugh.
Yeah, agreed. And she was okay too, but I don't think she was better than Lauren.
Oh, no way.
No.
There were a lot of okay performances. Okay.
She was okay.
Yeah, this week, Bruno said something interesting at one point. He said there's really two different kinds of dancers on this show. There are the people who already have it and are just kind of fine-tuning it. And then there are the people who get better and better every week and who really haven't done much before this. They have to take that into consideration because some of these people are just naturally great dancers and some of them have never done it before. Like, I believe Danielle is one of those people.
Yeah. And I think she's pretty good for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing about Danielle is that she doesn't really have much of a story. And we talked about this last time, is that the story of the character on the show means just as much as the dancing, you know, whether or not you're rooting for them.
Right.
Or at least the personality. If you don't have a story, you could supplement that by having a personality.
Well, I think about Alana, her name was, the rugby player who won last season. And there's someone who not only got better and better every week, but she had a personality and a story that you could really root for. So,
yeah.
And there are definitely a few people on this list who have both of those things. And the next one is Jordan, the gymnast. She danced to a song called Anxiety, and she gave this speech at the end about how she deals with anxiety, and that's sort of her hook, I guess.
Yeah. Who did she dance with? Refresh.
She danced with Ezra.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I mean, she's good.
She's very
gymnasts are always good.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and especially you get to watch them in rehearsal and she's messing up and she's not got this. Then all of a sudden she comes on the stage and ba-boom, everything is in sync and her moves are correct, her turns, the timing is there. Gymnasts have a decided advantage over many of the other performers, unless they just happen to be dancers.
Yeah, I mean, so many of their skills cross over, even if they've never danced a step in their lives. The balance, the poise, learning a routine, all of that.
Yeah, even the stress of competition is there.
Yeah, that's true. So she got 8s across the board. The next one was Dylan and Daniela. Is that the Efron kid?
Yeah, it's Dylan Efron.
Yes. Well, I know that you're rooting for him, right?
Yes.
And I was pleasantly surprised with him last week. He really did well.
Yeah, he did well.
Yeah, I was too. I mean, he really was one of those people after the first couple of weeks that just kind of faded into the background for me. But this was a pretty standout moment for him.
It was a good week for him.
What were his scores?
His scores were 7, 8, and 8.
Yeah, he deserved it.
Yes.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
I don't think he has any dance experience.
And then we had Elaine and Alan. Is she the one who was the stepmom from that movie?
Yeah, the blonde, a little bit older.
Yes.
Woman. She was okay.
It's okay. And Alan is a partner for me. He's okay also. He's a nice guy, considerate of his dance partner.
But nothing flashy, nothing that's going to really hit you in the face.
Yeah, she's got that angle where she's like, what is she, 46 or something?
Right.
And she's like, I'm 46 and I'm out here doing it. So
right. I don't mean, good for her.
Yeah.
She's going through all that.
That's right.
Rehearsing and everything. Good for her. Do I think she's going to go far? No, I don't. But you never know.
Never know.
You never know.
Stranger things have happened.
Exactly.
And then Whitney and Mark, and Whitney is the other Mormon wife, and she, I think, is much better than Jen Affleck.
They were great.
Yeah.
They did a samba, and Mark Ballas, he's really out there, but to me, he is quite a creative genius, and the moves that they put into that dance were absolutely extraordinary. That was by far my favorite performance of the night. I thought it was really outstanding.
I agree.
Yeah, they are definitely going the distance. They're definitely going to be making it to the last couple of rounds for sure, if not going all the way.
Yep. And he has won a couple of times.
Yeah.
Mark Ballas.
Yes, that is a name that I recognized even before I started watching this. So
he won the competition a couple of years ago with, what's her name, who came out to dance with the troupe, Charlie, whatever her name is.
Oh, yeah, she's
the girl who opened the show up.
Girl who danced with the troupe last week.
Oh, that's right. They mentioned that there was like a guest dancer in the opening number.
She's a young girl. She was
great. She was a real great dancer.
she danced with Mark and she won.
And she beat her mother that year in the competition.
Her mother got voted off a little earlier, but yeah, she was terrific.
And then next is Scott and Riley. Scott is the guy from Pentatonic.
Yeah, he did better last week. Remember him, the big tall guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't have long hair, though. You said he had long hair.
Yeah, I don't know why I pictured him having long hair. Maybe he did when he was with the group.
Yeah,
I don't know. Not like I ever really followed Pentatonics, but
yeah, I don't even know who they are.
Adam might have a comment or two about Riley as a partner. What do you think about Riley?
Yeah, she's really good. Really good.
She's your favorite, right?
Right. Riley Arnold.
Yes.
It was a jazz routine, so that meant they could pretty much do whatever they wanted. So it was a little all over the place. I think maybe it suffered a little for that, just because there was nothing really to look for the judges, I think.
What were their scores?
Well, it was an 8 and 2 7s, so they did pretty well.
Yeah, and the luck of the draw when they get the dancers also can be either a plus or a minus for the dancer, depending upon what particular dance they get.
Are they randomly assigned? Is it like pull them out of a hat sort of thing?
Yeah, well, if they are really, they're supposed to be randomly assigned. I do believe that people on the show who run the show, and that may include the judges, they find a way to engineer or push public opinion toward the dancers I believe that they would most like to see. And that may be as a result of the voting. That may be as a result of what type of response that the dancers get. But I don't think it's completely random draw for the dance. Maybe it is. Yeah.
You bring up a good point. That's a good way for the producers to kind of tweak things in one direction or another, depending on, because they're making a show and they want to keep the people on that people want to see.
They sure do.
The people who are voting are doing that, really, but they still got to make good TV. And one of the things that I always think about is that you've got to have a solid opener and you've got to have a really good closer. And they always manage to do that. So they must know to a certain extent going in kind of how things are going to shake out.
Yeah. I also wonder about the music choices, about the song choices. Did they allow the contestants themselves to pick their songs last week?
I think they only do that. There's one show, and it's usually the first one, I think, where the contestants get to pick a song that they feel.
Oh, my most memorable year.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the week, and it's not the first week usually.
I was thinking where they have to pick a song that represents them. I just remember that Andy Richter picked It's Raining Men for his. Yeah, I don't know. They never really go into it.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they have, I haven't noticed. Then we have Joe's favorite, Hilaria.
I think she was better the week before.
Yeah, I do.
She kind of... she was stiff.
A good description. They might have done a samba as well.
They did.
Yeah. And her samba compared to the Mormon girls was night and day, really.
Yeah, that's rough.
She's definitely a good dancer, but I think that the Latin dances, and especially that samba from last week, was a bit much for her. She doesn't have the limber, not so much flexibility, but like liquid movement, that a smooth dancer type would be. She can do all the moves. She's in really good shape, good condition, but just a little bit stiff. Maybe she's, just a little bit older than some of the other dancers, even though she looks like she's fairly young with her.
Well, she has 7 kids. She can't be that young. But, that's the shake your booty dance. And, maybe that's not
she doesn't have a booty
in her
shake.
wheelhouse. But the other one certainly could, right?
Yeah.
Well, she has got 7 kids, but if she was a Mormon wife, she could still be like 22 years old. 7 kids. She's got who I think is the best male partner on the show. That's Gleb.
Yes, so he'll make her look good.
He knows how to showcase his partner. He really does.
I don't think she'll make it to the end.
No, she just doesn't have that factor, that kind of it factor. But who does is Andy Richter.
He's amazing, right?
Andy, who got the dreaded Foxtrot this week.
Right. And he sold it, apparently.
Seeing him in the rehearsal footage with his knee braces.
Oh, my goodness.
It's like, wow.
You just say this is going to be a train wreck. Yeah. But it wasn't. It wasn't.
He got the steps down. He was able to do the steps, which is an improvement. It's definitely an improvement. He did complete the steps. He did move around the floor. So good for him.
Yeah, good for him. And he was, a little bit smoother than he was the previous week. And you know what? He's just a happy guy. He's a happy, sunshine guy.
Well, he may portray himself as being happy, and I hope that continues. I think that he's the type of personality that people want to vote for, that want to do better. Let's encourage Andy. Let's watch him do better. Let's watch him grow. That fits kind of the progression of the show, where a non-dancer comes on and gives it their all and tries really hard, has a deal of success.
Mm-hmm. I don't know that he'll continue. But I mean, at some point, they're going to vote for dance ability.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe, of course, I see what you're saying, but there's a difference between the dancers that stick with it and improve and the people that just don't have much further to go, like you're getting, and with Andy, we notice a lot of times the older, inexperienced dancers will just kind of stand there and let their partner do all the work and make them look good. Andy is putting in the effort, I doubt it's going to get him much farther. I'm shocked that he was not eliminated. Spoiler alert, but we'll get there soon.
To me, given the talent pool, and there seem to be a lot of contestants, certainly a lot of female contestants who are the same. They come from the same background. They have the same kind of stories. They're young. They're social influencers and so on and so forth. I'd like to see Andy stick around for a couple of more weeks and see what happens. But I could live with fewer of the young TikTok personalities than we have at present on the show.
Yeah.
You brought up before that Andy seems like a happy person, and you hope you're right about that. I don't know a lot about his personal life, but I know that a few years back he went through a terrible divorce. And it really messed with him, and I think she cleaned him out. So I know he's probably not going to bring that up on the show.
He might, when they come to the most memorable year and they're always crying into the camera.
I hate that week.
And everything is so meaningful for them, and this is their moment to shine and make up for whatever happened.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Andy's going to make it that far, but if he does, I don't know. I don't see him. I don't think Andy's going to get that heavy if he has to.
No, I would say no.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Maybe his most memorable year will be when he got chosen to be on Conan.
Then we have Robert and Whitney. Robert's the crocodile boy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's great.
Crocodile Hunter.
Yes.
I know. Great. We call him Crocodile Boy when we watch it. We have little nicknames for all the contestants just to remind us who they are. But he's great. I mean, he's definitely going to go far. He's got the moves. He's got the charisma. He's somebody people can root for.
Yeah.
Plus, Whitney is a great partner.
Yeah, she's great. She does great choreography, too. That's compelling to watch. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Although he didn't need to take his shirt off. No. That, turns me off when they have to get them to take their shirts off.
Well, he probably got an extra point from Bruno for doing so.
Yeah, I thought it was weird because they did it a lot with Joey last season. But Joey was the bachelor, He's supposed to be this sex symbol. I don't want to see Robert being sexy. He's
too wholesome.
Yeah,
too wholesome.
Yes. Point. Wholesome. That's a good one.
Yes.
He's got a big smile. He's likable. Yeah, let him do that.
Whitney doesn't need to make him sexy.
No. I do also think that he was better the week before than he was last week.
Yes.
Yeah.
The overall quality of his dance.
What were his scores?
An 8 and 2 7s.
Yeah. See, I think he fared better the week before.
Yeah, well, I think he was tied for the top of the leaderboard the week before.
And then closing out the show was Alex and Val, who did very, very well.
Yeah, she's good. The young influencer.
Yeah.
She's very good.
She is good.
And Val is very good.
And Val's a very good partner as well. Yeah. He knows how to choreograph. He knows how to dance. He knows how to find his partner, make them better. He's kind of a tough partner. Over the years, watching him conduct rehearsals And as the show goes on, I think we're going to see that more and more, that the pros start to come down a little bit harder on their dance partners and saying, hey, we're getting down, it's semifinals in a couple of weeks. We got to do better than we did last week. The whole tenor of the show kind of changes a bit and is more pressure as winning becomes more and more important, or continuing to be voted in
advance,
the show. Yeah,
right.
Alex was fantastic, but again, like you were saying before, there are so many contestants that all kind of blend together, and I couldn't tell you Alex from a Mormon wife, except that he's younger. But
agreed.
There's not a lot of personality behind it. They're very good dancers, but they're about as deep as a puddle.
Yeah.
Nothing makes them stand out.
So we get to the final elimination, and there's 3 pairs of contestants that are singled out. There's Andy and Emma. There's Lauren and Brandon. And who was the third?
Do you remember?
Was it Hilaria? I think it might have been Hilaria.
Yes.
It was Hilaria. Yeah.
Because we were kind of hoping it would be her out of those 3.
I mean, I didn't think she did a bad enough job to end up there, but
no. But, I thought with those 3 there that it was going to be Andy.
Yeah. I mean, I felt like Andy had it in the bag, or the other,
to go home.
To go home. He had his bags packed.
Right.
And when it was announced that Lauren was going, you could see a lot of shock. In fact, Gleb, I remember the second they made the announcement, Gleb, who wasn't even associated with Andy or Lauren, you could see almost anger on his face.
Really?
Yeah, that jumped out at me right away.
Who was he with?
He was Hilaria's partner.
Hilarious.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yes. I mean, Lauren, if I'm not mistaken, got the same score as Andy got last week.
And how they justify that?
I don't know.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, again, the votes, that's where the votes come in.
They do. However, I believe, and I've always believed, that the judges' score and the judges' comments absolutely influence the TV audience and who they should vote for, who they should pick up and push forward. I thought it was entirely unfair for Lauren, who is friendly, who is outgoing, who is likable, who's got a different shaped body, but really, really knows how to use it and is a great dancer. She started off she was second in the show. They gave her the lowest scores of the night. How do they justify that? Someone with that amount of danceability giving them scores that are lower than people who, quite frankly, aren't as good as they are. So I think that was on the judges, starting with Carrie Ann, even though all 3 of them gave her a 6.
Right.
That was a shocker to me.
When you put it that way, you think about it, 3 6s are 3 6s. And they're basically saying that Lauren danced as well as Andy,
right.
Which clearly was not the case.
If they were going to give her 3 6s, then give Andy 3 5s,
Yeah,
something.
Exactly.
The judges' comments, I think, as Joe said, hold a lot of weight with the voters. If the judges don't like them, they're not going to get the votes. You think the opposite?
Well, I mean, obviously you guys have been watching for longer than I have, but it was my thought that people from the beginning have their favorites. That most people are tuning in to see a specific person, and they're the kind of people that gets all their friends to vote for their favorite and votes 20 times for their favorite and that sort of thing. But you're saying that you think the majority of the people watching are kind of open to changing their mind.
Well, I'm not saying that people don't have their followers. They absolutely do. But we're talking about millions and millions of votes here. And I truly do believe that the TV audience, the people who are casting those votes, are absolutely influenced by the judges' scores and the comments that they make toward the dancers.
Especially if whoever they were following has been voted off, right?
Yeah, well, we'll see. What's his name? It was the Goonie guy who got knocked off.
Corey Feldman.
I don't know if he had any followers who'd be voting.
No. I think Corey's time has come and gone, unfortunately. Yeah, Andy's a bigger star than Corey Feldman. No matter what, they can't take that away from him.
Right.
So let me ask Adam first. Adam, which of the stars do you think is going far after this past week's show? Who do you like?
I think Robert.
Yeah, I think we can all agree on that.
Mm-hmm. I think after last week, the Mormon girl with Mark.
Whatever.
Yeah, not Affleck, the other one.
Whatever her name is, yeah.
I think she's doing well now.
Yeah, I do. I think that dance was head and shoulders above anything that's been on all season long.
She was better than Robert.
She can handle all the moves that her partner, that Mark Ballas, throws in there. And there are a ton of moves. So that was an extraordinary dance. If anybody had the nerve to do it, that could have elicited a 10 from somebody.
Yeah, really. I mean, they don't give out 10s this early in the show.
No.
But yeah,
First
that was
10 is always a big deal.
Yeah, that was Whitney. She did that samba and she got straight 8s. Are there any dark horses, any upsets, any people you think could sneak up from obscurity and be a contender?
Dylan. I can kind of agree with Adam there with Dylan. I liked him last week a lot.
Daniela's good. Daniela has won before. She knows. Well, Daniela herself is a very flashy dancer, so she can wind in and out of her partner and make him look better just because you're looking at her moving around him.
She's the one who won with that 7-foot-tall basketball player.
Oh, that's right.
But I think he was much better from the week before to last week. So I think he's might be a dark horse.
Yeah, we got to keep an eye on Adam's choice for moving on up in the world.
Right? Who do you pick as a dark horse?
Well, they're all dark horses as far as I'm concerned. They should be put out to pasture.
Well, I think, to bring it back to what I said at the beginning that Bruno was saying is how there's two different kinds of dancers. And the people like Robert, people like Whitney, these are people who had it from the beginning.
Right.
True.
They've just got to fine tune it. But then you have someone like Dylan who might even engender more goodwill than the best dancers because he will improve.
Right. You know what I don't get? Like, how are these crocodile kids such good dancers? Robert and his sister who won the Mirabelle.
Sister was extraordinary.
I don't get it. Yeah. I don't know what their history is. But
it could be an Australian thing. Like
maybe they take dance at a young age.
Maybe they walk 500 miles.
I think those guys were Scottish.
Were they?
Oh, really?
Well, then they walk more than 500 miles if they went to Australia.
All right. Well, that was an excellent discussion, and we will be back for Disney Night, which is coming up.
Wow.
We love Disney Night.
They have already released the song list for Disney Week, and there is a song from a favorite artist of you guys, Louis Prima. Do you know what song it's going to be?
From Jungle Book.
Yes, King Louis' song.
Friend Like You.
Is it?
Close. It's I Want to Be Like You.
I want to be like you.
Yes. What I desire is man's red fire.
That's great. Very good.
All right, guys. Well, it was great talking to you, Mom, Joe, Adam, and I'll talk to you again soon.
Okay.
All right, Chris.
Good night.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Of course. Bro. Good night.
Bye-bye.